everyone, I just wanted to do a little tutorial on how you can curl your hair with a straightener. So I'm starting with a heat protectant, Sebastian Trilliant, which is my fave, and I'm going to go ahead and establish the part in my hair and kind of comb out all the tangles so that way you have a nice smooth canvas to work with. And we're going to start off by sectioning one side of the hair. I like to do two big sections just because I want a more like beachy, undone sort of look. So you can do more sections if you want, but I'm going to do two. Clip it out of the way. And with the first section, you're going to grab your straight iron, which I'm using a cheat. And before you start curling, make sure you comb through each section. It seems like an extra step, but it really helps. And make sure that the section is smoothed out and the curl looks nice and smooth. There's not like weird knots or anything that you put in there. It just looks better that way. So that curl is going to be curled away from my face, and then going into the rest of the curls, I'm going to start alternating them, and that just makes a more natural, beachy look. I wanted to talk about the straightener that I'm using really fast. I'm using the Chi, and it's not really my favorite. I've just had it for a while, but the reason why I don't really like it is because it doesn't have a heat control on it, so I can't really control the temperature of it. The one that I use at work is the Keratin Complex, and I can control how hot it gets, and I never really set it over 370 on any of my clients. But since this one is still working, I'm just going to keep using it at home, but once it breaks, I'm going to get a new one. But if you're in the market for a new flat iron, I definitely recommend getting one where you can control the heat, because it just makes a huge difference. Another tip in using a straightener to curl your hair is to take really small sections whenever you are curling. If you grab too big of a section, sometimes it won't hold, and then you have to run the straightener over it many times. And that will cause a lot of heat damage to your hair. So it's worth it to kind of take your time and to take smaller sections and just get a good curl in the first time. So anyways, moving on to the other side of the hair, section it off into two again, and this first curl is by the face, so it's going to go away from the face. Again, another tip for using a straightener is it's all in the wrist. So it takes a lot of practice. Like, it took me a while to figure out how to curl with a straightener. So don't be discouraged if you try and it gets all kinky and weird. Just remember to take your time. Obviously, don't put the straightener on your hair for a long time. Like, don't leave it sitting on your hair for a while. But just practice and you will get it, trust me. Also, my dogs are currently wandering around my living room eating their food. So if you can hear them in the background, that's what that is. So we are moving to the last big section of hair. So this first section I always grab in a diagonal kind of triangle section, and I curl it more down towards my face, and I hold the straightener at a different angle. For some reason it just works better for me when I'm on this side of the hair. So this one I'm going to go ahead and follow the curl all the way to the ends. I just kind of like how that looks. And the first two curls I'm going to do away from my face, and then again I'm going to start alternating the direction. Alright, getting into the finishing touches now. I'm going to go in with the Style Sexy Hair, which is a spray wax, and I'm going to break apart those curls, kind of fluff them out a little bit, and see how it's looking. A little tip, if you notice on the left side of my hair, the curls are kind of fused together sort of weird, so if you pick up small bits of hair and throw in a small curl, that'll break it apart and make it look a little bit more beachy and natural. So that's what I'm doing right there. And there you have it. You can go in and you can add more little sections of those curls if you want to, but I was liking how it looked, so I'm going to go ahead and go with it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what kind of tutorials you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye!